it's 2021 and you know you're thinking about cybersexing someone because everyone's lonely and everyone likes cybersexing. Not just texting, sexing.
There's gonna be
cyberpunk sexing.
There's gonna be a Habbo
Cyberpunk
hotel.
2077.
In Cyberpunk 2077, there'll be a Habbo hotel, but it's a porno.
You'll have to discuss corporate secrets, or you could be a nomad, or you could just go to bars and take shots.
Shot.
That don't seem to affect your thinking or any other thing that you do in this game other than to look good and cool. Because that's what this game's all about. Sexting and cybering and alcohol. And that's why kids don't buy this game. Because it's GTA sexting. Anyways, so far in Cyberpunk we haven't seen a lot of the sexting, but you do see some dancers and stuff, depending on which route you take. This game, I feel like it's hard to review this game because we're reviewing it like after one major patch that I haven't seen any glitches, like other than, your buddy that walked into a locker for some explicable reason.
Yeah.
I am so tough, I can take out lockers with my arm. But I only experienced a glitch at a buddy's place, and like the guy was like in midair sitting, and my car just drove like underneath him. So that's the extent of the glitches that I saw. So I feel like we missed the boat on the glitch fest.
Yeah, it patched itself up. It smoothed out the kinks.
Not all of them.
But
apparently,
most of them.
Yeah, most of the, like, I've heard there's certain like pathways and certain like side quests that like
do have glitches.
Yeah, I feel like so far, just from what we've seen, it feels like there's a lot of story and it's like extremely linear, and I'm kind of surprised because I was expecting it to be more like GTA. I think if you go well. It
feels open worldy enough.
Yeah.
Like it does have like I could have just went to Kabuki.
Yeah.
To do my little fight club.
I've seen all three paths, at least the beginning of all three. So I see like there's a main story, but there's like slight, like where you starts is a bit different, but it feels like okay, they sort of like take you off the main route and then you go back onto like the main story route, so there's like slight changes.
I feel like this is more like Dragon Age Origins, where it just gives you different starts, but it's all basically the same.
Yeah, well, it apparently like later it becomes more of like a shooter / like GTA driving, but from what I've seen, I can only speculate because I've only put like a few hours into it and it's a big game. But yeah, it seems like more of like a futuristic GTA with like some hacking. I didn't like, to be honest, my main criticism of this game is like not the glitches, which we missed. And if you don't play on PC, I feel like you're not getting the like best version of the game, because I've seen PS4 and apparently there's been no patches and it looks like a PS3 game or maybe like a PS2 game.
Yeah, for some reason they
really like pooped the bed on
console versions.
Yeah, so honestly, like if you can get it for like, I feel like it's a $30 game right now until they like fix it. I paid the full price, which kind of sucks because I just feel like it's really linear. Like I feel like if I wanted to be a badass in the future, I would want to be able to like. Yeah, I understand why they have the story, but I feel like I should have like more freedom to like just go be badass everywhere. Maybe that happens later, but it's impressive. Like you're buying this game really for sort of trying to be like Blade Runner in the future,
or like if you were looking for the next Deus Ex fix.
Yeah, exactly. Until the next game Deus Ex comes out, then play this.
It's got Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, exactly. Like the amount of polish in this game. Yeah, it's not a perfect game. It's actually like fairly flawed from what I've seen, but like I find it still engrossing, to be fair. Like having said all the like how messed up this game was when it came out, and now
it's become like it's kind of like No Man's Sky.
Yeah, like that's why I feel like if you can wait and not play this game, like we kind of did a bit, then
Yeah, at least
it would be more enjoyable.
Yeah, at least wait until a year, and then probably give yourself a week delay.
I just feel like the story is like so far. It seems like the story is paramount. So if you're going in expecting like a shooter, it's not really like totally that. It's more like
Yeah, in fact, stealth is actually kind of encouraged at some points.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. I feel like it's if you are expecting to just go around and like start robbing people in this game or like running over people, it's not really that. It's sort of like a little bit of that, and then you go do a little bit more of something else.
Yeah, but there is a huge warning. It is there's a lot of nudity in it. Like your character creation screen has you tinkling with the character's junk.
Yeah, you can mix junks.
Yeah, you can mix the junks.
Mix your gear. Yeah. And there's a lot of Metal Gear as well, so honestly, I would give this, like, I didn't experience the problems, at least I didn't lose my save file, like some people with, like, I told you about, they had, like, 8 gigabytes of junk in their inventory, so their save file deleted itself, or, like, some people just couldn't finish a mission, so they had to delete and start over. We haven't experienced that, so it's kind of like...
Well, we've only played, like, the first 2 hours of the game.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why, like, I would say, like, it seems pretty stable, and that's what I've heard. So I would give it, I would honestly give it, like, an 8.5 or a 9. I'd probably give it a 9.
I'd give it a 9.5.
I wouldn't give it a perfect, because, it is a flawed game, and, like...
Yeah, but at the very least, it's perfect.
The story's interesting.
It's perfect enough to be worth a play, but just not right now. Yeah. In fact, you probably might want to wait for, like, because this is very resource heavy for a PC, so I might even recommend you wait until they improve the console versions.
I honestly, like, I feel like it's going to be a year or two before you can get, like, a more recent video card, like past the 280, like a 3000 level. So if you can get a 1080 Ti, like a lot of people are doing, and as I did, just play in 1080p. Like, don't bother playing in 4K right now, because I honestly, like, I prefer it without the RTX. I like the game being darker and moodier than like having lighting.
Yeah.
So
no, I agree with you there.
Yeah, if you can see the before and after, you'll see what I mean, and like it definitely looks like a more grimy, like
gritty game.
Yeah, it feels more like a proper
neo-noir.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right.
Well, let's punk some Cybermen.
All right, let's get some chips, and I don't mean the cybernetic type.
We'll take a data chip and eat it.
Crunchy.